It's really weird. I got into my car and I still have a half a tank of gas from a month ago, which is insane. Normally, it would be gone within, 3 to 5 days, and here I am still with a half a tank of gas. It's unbelievable. So, I wanted to come on here right now as a little reminder. We're in an uncertain time. There's a lot of things that are changing with our company, people that are working out of their house, people that are losing their jobs, and we have the choice to lean into fear or to embrace what was normal before is definitely going to change, and to find out ways that you can transform, create new opportunity. A lot of people are using the word pivot, 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 like a ballerina, baby. But that's where we're at. You've got to be willing to flow so that you can grow and create these new things that are positive for your business and for yourself. Now, some of you may be sitting there thinking, oh, when I get back to work, some of you may not get that phone call to go back to work. Now's the time to create a skill set so that you have the opportunity to create something that's great, because nobody's going to come do it for you. Just like this box. I've had this box sitting in the back of my car since my last event. Just forgot about it, got caught up into other things, wasn't back in my car. But guess what? That box is still going to be there until I get up and move it and do something new. It's going to come down to me. I can sit there and pray about it. I can focus in on it, of all these things I have to do, but I have to have a willingness, even with the prayer, willingness, my will, to be able to adapt and change. And for those of you that are willing to do that, you're going to find opportunities and greatness. But for those of you that decide to fall into fear and defeat and think that somebody else is going to come back and take care of that box or take care of you, you're on a path that's not going to end with great big rainbows and butterflies. If you want to take a chance with 1 hour of your time in a free webinar, click on that link below. I'm going to share with you practical tools that you can use right now so you can plan, prepare, and pivot your company like a ballerina, spin around gracefully, so you're ready to roll into something good as soon as those gates open and times change into new paths that you created, instead of just waiting for somebody to come pick up your box and take care of it. You've got to find accountability within yourself, and that can be a challenge, especially if you have the wrong mindset. And that's why it's so important for you to shut off the news, shut off all the non-stop scrolling through social media, shut off binge watching Netflix. None of those things are going to provide an opportunity for you to create something good. So if you're willing and you want to find out what you can do right now without having to invest a ton of money, I get it. Right now is not the time to be making a vision of, I'm going to make a $1 billion deal. Right now is the time for you to find out, how am I going to survive, be able to pay my bills, pay my mortgage or rent, put food on the table, and provide for my family. That's what many are thinking right now. But if you stay in that same routine of how you did it, you're likely not going to like the results. So come with me, let's have fun. And the reason why I'm so passionate about this, you guys, is I've been down this road before, that I see everybody walking right now, of being overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. 8 years ago, it was within 2 years, there was 9 deaths in our family, but 8 years, it was involving caregiving, specifically for 3 family members. And eventually, all of those people passed away, including my husband 5 years ago. I had to revamp my entire agency. I had to revamp the way that we handled business. how I worked. I went from having a studio that had staff there to shutting that down to come back home to work out of my house, close 2 companies, and raise 2 boys while my husband was dying. It was horrible. It was a difficult time. Eventually, he needed more care. I had to put him into a nursing home. That meant I had to find a way to make more money to take care of him. It wasn't a time of rainbows and butterflies and like the movie The Notebook, of something glorious and beautiful. It was a time of a lot of fear and uncertainty, and it was scary. And what helped me is I leaned into faith. I did a lot of praying, made a lot of mistakes along the way, but then I also started reaching out to other people that had wisdom that I needed to get through that. And I also had a willingness, this is the huge one too, you guys, a willingness to adapt and to transform to the way that my life had changed and become a little bit different than I had visioned earlier. It was different. If I went back at attacking that problem with the same skill set and the same mindset, I would have sunk. And I know there is a version of what's on the other side because I've landed there. And I know how terrifying it can be when you have family at home that's relying on you to bring home an income. I get it. And a lot of people don't get it. And this is the other part that a lot of people don't get. Nobody's coming to save you. You got to save yourself. Just like this box. I've had this box in the back of my car since my last event. I forgot it because I haven't been in my car, but nobody's going to take care of that box until I do. And that's the truth of it. The same thing with you. Nobody's going to take care of your problem. You have to do it. Lean into prayer. Lean into the right mentors. And definitely get rid of fear. Ditch it. Rip it out like a cancer spot right out of your mindset and start getting around individuals, communities, and content that is going to help inspire you to be equipped to deal with this uncertain time. All right, you guys, if you're ready and you're willing, jump on, hit that sign up real quick, drop in your information, and I'll connect all the details so that you can get into this webinar. And it's going to be a great webinar. We're going to make sure that I'm respectful of your time for coming on and that you walk away with tools that you can use right that day. And not tools that you've got to go invest in other thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm not going to put you into a group of 500 hours worth of video of content that can't help you right now. We're in a position that right now what you're doing is going to determine what's happening to you possibly in a month. You cannot control anything that's going around in the world. Nothing. The only thing you can control is one thing, how you respond to it. And the question is, are you going to be filled with fear? Or are you going to be filled with inspiration to say, I'm willing to adapt, I'm willing to look at where we're at, and I'm willing to find new opportunities? And if you do that, I'm going to tell you, the people that do that are going to prosper, they're going to do so well, and they're going to come out stronger. And for some of you that have thought forever, oh, I always had this dream of starting my business, but you were stuck in the grind of the 9 to 5. Right now is the time that you should be doing it. You don't know if you're going to get called back to that job. And I don't say that to scare you. I'm saying it because the reality is our new version of normal is not going to be the old version of normal. It's changing. So let's adapt. Let's pivot. Let's transform. Whatever fancy word you want to use. Let's do what we have to do right now today so that you can take back your business and your life and create a little bit of security, a little bit of peace of mind. And you know what? When you do this, you may find you're actually serving others and you're helping others in a positive way to a new frame of mind. Negativity is contagious. You might want to check yourself. If you're caught into this fear, and it's easy, so easy to get caught into that fear and worry, but it doesn't serve a purpose. I think in the Bible it says like 365 times, don't worry. It's one for every single day of the year. Might even be 366 times it says that. I don't know. But the point is, don't worry. Instead, stop what you're doing, start praying, start being willing to create something new. And you know what? I believe you have it in you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gone this far through the video. So come on down. We're going to have a great time. And it's time. It's time to get rid of these boxes and all the clutter and trash that's in your brain and create something good. All right. In the meantime, I wish you abundance and peace. And equal to that, I wish you the willingness to transform your company so that you can get through this. All right. Click on the link. Sign up below. We're going to have a good time. No fluff, no foo-foo, and no blah. This is going to be good stuff, you guys. All right. I'll see you there. Bye.